Will AI replace business analysts? Look, I'm going to keep it all the way real with you because I don't feel like enough people are talking about this. The traditional requirements gathering BA is in trouble. If your entire job is sitting in workshops, writing user stories, creating all kind of documentation, AI can do like 30 to 40% of that right now as we speak. Companies across the board are already looking for BAs or already advertising BA roles that require AI and agentic AI experience. So ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all of these lot. These guys are looking for business analysts with AI experience, and entry level BA roles are getting squeezed the hardest. There's been like over 100,000 tech workers were laid off last year because of AI, and that pace is only increasing for next year and the coming years. So the token BA who's just making documents or documents what stakeholders are saying is literally the first person that's going to get cut when there's a budget tightening. If you're planning on taking the foundation certificate and becoming a BA, and your entire plan is learn the definitions, get the cert, get a job, you're mistaken. That is not enough anymore. With that being said, the BA role itself isn't dying, it's evolving. AI can't run a workshop full of stakeholders who disagree with each other. It can't navigate the often nuanced office politics of any workplace you go to. It can't ask the questions that no one thought to ask. If you've ever had any experience with AI, you'll sometimes have to prompt it something that's quite patently obvious. Like, have you taken into consideration this? And the AI will be like, oh, I never thought of that. That's the difference between AI and an actual human. Obviously, AI is fantastic, but it has its limitations. AI can't look a senior director in the eye and say, look, this project doesn't make any sense. It's those human skills, stakeholder alignment, critical thinking, asking the right questions to the right people, translating, being that bridge between the business and tech. Those skills are more valuable now because AI is handling all of the busy work, all of the documentation and creating all of that, and version history and all of that kind of stuff. There's going to be, or there is already, a need for people who can make sense of what AI produces and turn that into actual decisions. So it's the BAs who learn how to use AI as a tool rather than trying to compete with it that will be in huge demand. I can show you tons of job postings just from this week, literally asking for BAs who can work with Claude and ChatGPT specifically. That's the future BA. And the BCS Foundation certificate gives you that framework. It gives you the language, the structured thinking that makes you a person who directs AI and gets great output from it, not the person being replaced by it. I've said before, the exam tests application, not memorization. Can you read a scenario and apply the right technique to it? That's what the foundation certificate is testing. And this is exactly what AI can't do in a messy, political, human organization. If you are trying to become a business analyst and you're thinking about doing the foundation exam, I would advise you to start looking into AI if you haven't already. But I will warn you not to use AI to try and to study. It's not a great study tool. There are tons of stories you can go on Reddit of people who have tried to use AI or ChatGPT to pass the exam and have failed miserably. So don't do that. It doesn't know. AI still hallucinates, and that's why you have to give it some oversight. Don't take the risk of trying to use AI when there are other free resources, paid resources you can use that are verified. The other thing I will say is in terms of looking for work, because that's another thing people always talk about after they get the certificate, after they get the foundation, what's next, what's next, what's next? And I'm like, you need to get some experience. But people are like, how? How do you get experience? You need to think outside the box, do something, make something. I've just advised you that the business analysts who know how to use AI are going to be the ones that are in demand. So you, like a thinking person, should say, I'm going to be a BA who uses AI, and get a project, a free one, a paid one. Do something, help someone with a problem in their business, gather the requirements, come up with options for solutions, and make a prototype of one. That's how you get experience. The BAs who are going to thrive are the ones who's going to understand the fundamentals deeply enough to know when AI is right and when it's wrong, when you don't use it. That starts with the foundation exam. If you want to test where you are right now, you can take the free readiness quiz. The link is in the description. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.